Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. Among the countless varieties of aircraft that the U.S. Air Force has, bombers have played an important role in the strategies and development of military operations. A few are highlighted for their effectiveness and iconic image, such as the B-52 Stratofortress. This strategic bomber has been in service for more than 70 years, showing its importance in the Air Force tactics. Manufactured by Boeing in 1952, this aircraft is used as a long-range, subsonic jet-powered strategic bomber. It has had historical significance, considering it has been in several important operations, such as delivering 40% of the total weapon drops during Desert Storm, or providing air support during Operation Enduring Freedom. Its complex structure, delicate instruments, and weapons require advanced preparation from its pilots and crew. This allows them to be ready during any situation, including when they must perform scramble takeoffs, also called minimum interval takeoff. In such procedures, the Air Force needs the maximum number of aircraft flying in the shortest time possible. So the crew must prepare quickly without dedicating too much detail to each activity. With extensive hours of training, the crew can quickly plan flight routes and determine tasks to be performed while inspecting and preparing their equipment, such as helmets, communication cords, and oxygen hoses.
I think the most important thing that comes down to it in the B-52 is just the crew and making sure that everybody's on the same page and everybody's working together as a team, and that starts on the ground. That doesn't even start with just our air crew. All the maintainers and everybody that goes into it to get us in the air have to be effective and have to help us out. So it's a whole holistic team perspective.
During the B-52 plane's starting procedures, the crew performs system checks and quickly identifies any problems with the aircraft. In addition to preparing the control surfaces and engines, these last components require a technique called cart start to get the turbofan going. This system uses a cartridge, similar to a shotgun shell, filled with gunpowder, which is inserted into the breech cap of the starter system. When the cartridge is ignited, the hot gas travels through the turbine rotor and starts its rotation. Although this technology has existed since the 1930s, its effectiveness goes perfectly with the rapid preparation procedures done by the pilots and crew during quick deployments. Once in the air, B-52 pilots carry out all aircraft operations from the cockpit, where all controls, navigation, and navigation systems are located. When considering how long these aircraft have been in service, many of these systems have analog components combined with digital instruments, resulting from the different updates these models have had. Many of these analog instruments include traditional navigation systems, such as inertial navigation systems that use gyroscopes or altitude indicators and airspeed meters. These remain constant due to their reliability and importance in case other electronic systems fail. However, many other instruments have been replaced by faster electronics, which, combined with the indispensable analog systems, make the B-52 more effective. This technology, combined with its renewed weapon system, is what makes it indispensable in the tactics of the Air Force. However, this means that it is more likely to be a target of other external forces. Several of the missions or exercises carried out by the B-52 have resulted in interception of foreign military aircraft that sought to monitor the activities of the bomber as well as assert their airspace. Although these may become common procedures, some may be performed in unsafe and unprofessional manners, resulting in increased tensions between all parties. An example of this occurred in 2020 when two Russian Su-27 flanker pilots intercepted a U.S. Air Force B-52 bomber that was conducting routine operations in the Black Sea over international waters and crossing within 100 feet of the nose of the B-52 while afterburning caused turbulence and the inability of the bomber to maneuver. Due to events like these, some of the operations carried out by aircraft, such as the bomber, are escorted by attack aircraft, such as the F-15, which ensures the safety of the B-52 and the effectiveness of the missions. As with many other planes, the importance of these fighter aircraft encourages the development of exercises that improve the mission readiness of pilots and maintainers. For some aircraft, such as the F-35, this multi-week process includes theoretical learning, component familiarization, and full mission simulators, ending in a final activity with the real aircraft. These procedures involve both pilots and ground personnel, ensuring that each section involved with the F-35 achieves an exceptional job. Including its operation in the air and its effective maintenance in the hangars. Such preparation has become an imperative procedure for the handling of the F-35 since the moment of its first official flight in 2006. This aircraft is the result of the Joint Strike Fighter program that was intended to replace or complement other fighter aircraft by implementing new technologies, such as short takeoff and vertical landing and advanced avionics. Its development included 3 variations with similar performance characteristics and identical avionics, but differences in takeoff and landing capability. This 5th-generation technology has opened new opportunities for more flexible tactics during military operations. This is one of the reasons that, since its implementation in the Air Force, the F-35 has been considered their primary strike fighter for conducting suppression of enemy air defense. As with other combat aircraft, especially those with complex technology, the F-35 pre-flight procedures show the level of dedication and detail of the pilots and team on the ground. Review and ignition of the electronic systems, verification of movement of the control surfaces, and check of the hydraulic systems of the landing gear are a few of the tasks that must be followed to achieve a perfect takeoff. In the case of engine ignition, the F-35 has an auxiliary power unit that provides bleed air for ignition without the need to use an external system, such as a cart start. Each of these processes is even more critical during exercises such as elephant walk, where, similar to scramble takeoffs, aircraft must be formed in such a way that they can take off in quick succession. As the F-35s are brought to the runways, control tower teams, along with the ground controllers, communicate with the pilots to guide the aircraft's movements. Once positioned and the control tower approves their launch, the F-35 pilots accelerate fully, taking advantage of the power of the F-135 engine, which manages to take off the plane quickly. These procedures vary slightly depending on whether the aircraft departs from places such as aircraft carriers, or the F-35 uses its vertical takeoff. Despite the advantages that the F-35 has brought and its cutting-edge technology, many aircraft of previous generations still provide great tactical capabilities to military forces. One such case is the F-16, which has been in service since 1973 and has had several modifications and improvements since then. This aircraft has proven reliable systems from other aircraft, such as the F-15 and F-111, which were integrated into its lightweight fuselage capable of resisting up to 9 Gs. Such accelerations are obtained thanks to its Pratt & Whitney F100 engine and its flight-by-wire system, which allows the aircraft to have great maneuverability in curves. All the improvement programs led to the creation of several variations, such as the F-16C and F-16D, which incorporate the latest cockpit control and display technology. Those technologies are enhanced by the aircraft's frameless bubble canopy, giving the pilot an unobstructed upward and forward view. Its avionics have kept up with recent technologies by featuring improved high-precision navigation systems in which computers provide direction information to the pilot. It also has a warning and countermeasures system for use against aerial or surface electronic threats. Thanks to its adaptability to upgrades and the set of tools it has, the F-16 is widely used as a tool in defense tasks, including the Aerospace Control Alert Mission. This operation involves deploying a large network of fully loaded aircraft over the United States to protect the country at any time. Considering that the F-16 can operate for more than 500 miles, it can cover a large area to respond to any threat. This gives the aircraft an operational advantage over other planes, making it the most used model for this task. The increasing complexity of aircraft over the years has made preparation processes more detailed and require greater attention. This is why the military forces have developed more effective and complete exercises that will have to adapt to the new technologies that will emerge in the future. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.